Hi. Hopefully this works. Alright, I'm going to try to go live and I'm hoping this works. Let's see. Hi guys. Figure a few things out here. I couldn't get my other actual live to go, so I had to stream from the webcam and go live from that. So I'm gonna get everything pulled up on my iPad and see what we got here. Oh, there's 2 people on right now. Alright, so I might be a little bit early, and it's been a while since I've done any lives. Obviously, well, not obviously, some of you may or may not have heard that Iowa had a really bad storm about a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months. It's been quite a while. But in the area we were, it was really affected. The internet was down for a long time. It's actually still just getting back in places, which makes it really hard to do any live streams. So my plan to actually go live didn't really work out as well as I thought. I wanted to go once a week, and then the storm happened, and now I'm getting very busy. So I think my new method of going live is actually going to be on the road and my trip to Vegas, which I kind of was going to talk about, all about Vegas. But I'm going to Vegas to help mentor at a workshop. Great friend of mine, JT Smith, throws events all over, and he has one in Vegas. So my initial trip was going for that, but I also have set up a bunch of things for myself and my own photography while I'm in Vegas. I actually compiled, we're going to do a YouTube video with 3 photographers. I've always wanted to do one because I watch them a lot. I think they're a really cool idea and seemed really fun. So it's going to be 3 photographers on location in Vegas with 2 models, a male model and a female model. But the trick to this challenge is that we have to use a DSLR that is over 10 years old. So everybody's going to pull out an older DSLR, and I'm actually going to use my Nikon 40DX that I used way back in the day. On my website, I still have some stunning portraits from that camera, so I'm going to use that. My good friend Randy, who's traveling with us to Vegas, he is going to use a Nikon D100 that I just purchased off of eBay. And then I have another Vegas photographer. I have to talk to her before I actually say her name, but when this all happens and we go live, I'll introduce her and I'll give you her Instagram and everything along with Randy's. But I think she has a Nikon D, I want to say 300 that she's going to use. So that's going to be a lot of fun. What else do we have? So I have that. I have a bunch of page shoots set up, a bunch of test editorial page shoots with some agency models while I'm there. Just the location is like amazing to me, and I've always wanted to shoot in the Red Rocks and all the big cliffs and the magical areas that are on the outskirts of Vegas. That's what I'm gonna do. The whole Vegas trip, I'm probably leaving early October. Sorry. I have to get there. Hoping to get there by the 10th. That's the first day of the workshop, but guaranteed I will be there the last 2 days of the workshop, JT, just in case you heard that. I will be there for those 2 days for sure. We're kind of waiting on our new tags from South Dakota for the RV and praying that they get here in time. So, and I'll be staying in Vegas till probably the 20th, 21st. And heading back to Iowa by the weekend of the 24th, 25th, because I have a family shoot to do another senior and an Iowa football game. So I'm trying to think. I know that I was going to start doing more lives about photography and technical stuff, But if there's anything in particular you guys want me to talk about, leave it in the comments, send me a message. Otherwise, I think my lives are going to kind of go more live on location. Like in Vegas, I think every shoot that I have, I might do a quick live for about 10 minutes before we start shooting so that you guys can kind of see the area that we're working in, prepping for the shoot, that kind of stuff. Let's see. So yeah, we're gonna do an angle more of me actually working live. Maybe occasionally I'll do some sitting and talking like I have been doing, but I really want you to see me work and how I work and interact with people and models and makeup artists. I'm still shooting with my Nikon D780. And by the way, it is amazing. I absolutely love that camera. I recommend it to anybody. If you're on the fence about mirrorless, or you're still in love with the DSLR and you're not sure about the new technology, mirrorless is amazing. But the feel of a DSLR cannot be beaten. It's solid in the hand. It just feels right. It's built well. It's like amazing. But the D780 has all the mirrorless and live view functions that really, really work very well. Like Sony had me. Sony had me so far that I was really going to get the Sony A7 III for my first full frame camera. I was that close, guys. Like I was on the fence. I was going to order it. Then Nikon came out with the D780 and it took me a while. I had to read a lot of the specs, a lot of the videos about what it was going to be like. And then I had to actually hope that it was going to be like that. And it was. It's amazing. In live view, the face detection, eye detection, everything, focus tracking, it is so good. So good. And in studio, it just blows me away. And the capability that I could actually use my D lenses, which I have the series of 3, and I have the 85, the 105, a 28, and they are sharp. They are super sharp and amazing on that camera. So absolutely no worries there. Let's see. I'm not going to be on here that long, but I'm trying to think of what else I can talk about before heading to Vegas. I am still working on some shoots. Like actually the last few videos I put out this week were actually from a couple months ago. So I'm really trying to catch up on a backlog of behind the scenes videos. And I did a lot of people requested me putting in the picture information and the settings for all the pictures. And I've been on the fence on it for a while. I did that in the beginning. I stopped doing it. It just takes a lot of work in the video to put that information in there for each picture. But I'm not against letting you know how I shot it, like what the settings were. So I had a thought that if you watch the video and you want to know what the settings were, just shoot me a message. It'll just take me a second to look it up and write it compared to trying to put a little clip in each picture with all the settings in the video, because the videos, they really do take a lot of time to put together. And I like to show the behind the scenes, but I really, in theory, don't have 3 hours to put a video together. So that would be my easy fix. So if there is a picture and you absolutely want to know what the settings were, send me a message, leave a comment, I will answer. Not a problem at all. Let's see. I don't know. See, I don't know if this is showing anybody talking or not. So I'm on an iPad and it's an old version and it can only tell me that there's people watching. So hi, I'm glad you're watching. But it's not telling me if there's like any actual comments. So if anybody wants to say hi and let me see if I can see anything. Because currently I'm looking really stupid and I don't see anything. But that could just me. Also, I'm kind of blind without my glasses, and so looking on my computer screen would be nearly impossible to do. So that's not good. What other questions should I answer? I'm actually going to keep the D40X in my bag though, because I had it a long time ago and I have one now, but the one I just got off of eBay, the D46, not the D100, I spent for the lens, a 35 1.8, the actual camera, and a battery grip to go with it, and an extra battery, $100, $105 total, I think. But the kicker was they said it only had 400 and something accusations on the shutter, and I was like, yeah, I didn't quite believe it, but I was going to test it when I got it. I got the camera, put in a card, took a shot, put it in my computer, ran the program. It really, really only had that many, and so I'm going to keep it. It was an awesome camera, and for studio work, it's a great backup. There is nothing wrong with using that for studio because you can nail headshots with it every day. And then the D100, I've never actually had that camera. I have the D50, which was the entry level, and I know the D100 was supposed to be step or two above that one. Still only 6.1 megapixel, but kind of interested to see how that performs in a studio setting and what kind of image I can get, even though it's a 6 megapixel, because I have some killer images from the D50 still in my portfolio that were only 6 megapixels. So yeah. I don't see any comments still, so I'm just guessing everybody's just watching. So what else can I talk about? The trip to Vegas is, I think, going to take about 4 to 5 days, and we're planning, if my daughter goes with, we're planning this fun thrift shop thing to hit a thrift shop in every town we go to and see what kind of outfits we can put together for all the photo shoots in Vegas. So that'll be kind of fun. I just kind of miss being on the road, so I'm going to look forward to the new places that we see, and really excited to shoot in the locations outside of Vegas because they are absolutely beautiful, and I've seen so many pictures from those areas, but I've never actually been able to take anything like that yet. So my creative side basically has a lot of ideas, and I'm very, very excited to be heading there. After Vegas, like I said, I'm coming back here once the holidays are over, probably just Thanksgiving, but we were probably leaving again until spring because I know I'm going to Colorado in spring for a few weeks by Denver and staying with my nephew and his beautiful wife and kids. But so I'll probably be setting up a bunch of work while I'm there. I know we want to go back to the Badlands in South Dakota and a few areas around there in Wyoming. So anyway, please, if you do see this, I do plan on going live again, but it's going to be on the road. So if you have anything you want, any videos to work on, shoot a message or leave a comment. And otherwise, that's pretty much all I had to talk about. It was pretty much all about Vegas. Just kind of telling you what equipment I'm still using and what's kind of going on for the future. I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4 backlog shoots with behind the scenes coming up. And then I'm going to have lens review on 3 lenses. The ones I use with my D780, I'm going to do a review on the 85 1.8, the 105 is it 2.0 or 2.8? Anyway, macro. And the 28 one I just did. First time ever I've used that lens. If you want to go back and look, it was just this week with Model Hunter. First time I ever used it on an editorial shoot, and I am sold. I'm definitely using that in Vegas. It was remarkable. I highly recommend it. A lot of people use the 35, but I read a lot about the 28, and they said that it's a really good for editorial, but you have to be careful because of distortion and stuff. But it gives you that long edge look that really, I liked it. I liked it a lot. I might do a full review where I just actually sit down and talk about it and then put some of the pictures once I have a few more shoots where I've used it and I can have more examples than just her shoot. But so that will be those 3 lenses. I am ordering the Yongnuo 51.4 for Nikon this time, and I'm going to do a lens review on that. I will do a review on the Nikon D40X after I do the shoot that's in Vegas, a full review. That I have the Tamron 28 to 75 2.8 that I can use with that. No, not with that, with the D100. That's right. With that, I ordered a 35 DX lens, but for the D100, I can still use the Tamron 28 to 75. So I'm going to do a review on how that lens works with such an older camera and what kind of results we get. Let's see. I know I have another photo shoot before I leave So that'll add an extra, that'll be 5 in the backlog behind the scenes, but there will be a lot more once I hit Vegas. All right, I think that is all I got, guys. Just wanted to let you know that I did not intentionally skip going live. There was a lot of things going on in this area, weather related and damage, and it just prevented me with the internet. Literally for about a month we were in a location where we could barely even talk on the phone. So I'm glad that things are up and running much better now. Iowa was hit really, really hard, and there's still actually places in Cedar Rapids and Des Moines and the cities and even the small towns where they're still cleaning up and don't have places to stay. So it was really bad. It was basically a hurricane in the Midwest, which never really hear of, right? Now you can say we've had one. But all right, that is all I have for tonight. I don't see any comments, so feel free to leave some. I know some people have left comments and questions earlier today on some older videos, so I already answered those. If anybody, please feel free to, ask anything. If I can help, I will help. If I can find the answer, I will give you the answer. But yeah, it's on to Vegas. So, all right, have fun, guys. Bye. Now I gotta figure out how to turn this off. This will be good.